On today's episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast, you are getting the bold predictions for the 2026 real estate market. We've got predictions today for buyers, for sellers, for realtors, and pretty much everybody in between. This is one podcast you do not want to miss. I'm glad you're here. Here we go, y'all. Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast, where you receive the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you're going to find anywhere on the planet. You get it right here from your friends at Elite Realty Group. I am Mike Elkins, broker owner of Elite Realty Group here in beautiful Morristown, Tennessee, to bring you some good real estate information today. We're going with bold predictions for the 2026 real estate market. What's going to happen? What's going down? What's going to change? What do I need to be aware of? It's all coming to you today on this show. I am glad that you are here. We've got some bold predictions that we are going to at least call them ourselves. We're going to call these bold. I'm not going to say that they're earth-shattering, groundbreaking, real big bold, but it is good information that you're going to want to make sure that you have the knowledge of, you have the understanding of, especially if 2026 looks like a real estate market you may be jumping into. These are some good things that I'm pretty sure are going to happen. As a matter of fact, a lot of these are already happening. We just came out of 2025, which was what we've tabbed as. If you've listened to this podcast often, as a lot of you do, it was kind of a transitional year, going from the craziness of what came through COVID and adapting to the inventory changing and interest rates going really high and all those kind of things. 2025 kind of served as a transitional market, leading us up to, of course, where we are today. Having this information is going to set you a little bit ahead. You're going to kind of know what to be aware of if you're buying, if you're selling, if you're an agent out there. These are things that you're going to want to know of. We've got buyer predictions, 4 of those, seller predictions, 4 of those, and throwing in a few for our agent friends also. This is what I'll say about 2026 for all parties involved, okay? For everybody involved. I think 2026 is going to be what I'm going to tab as. It's going to reward decisive people, okay? Decisive consumers buying, decisive is going to be good for you. Selling, being decisive, it's going to be good for you. Same thing about the agents. Waiting on what we're going to go back to and call quite often today perfect conditions. Waiting for what you think a perfect condition is going to cost all of those parties that I just referenced. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you opportunity. People who understand the shift, the transition that we've just came through, you understanding that and knowing where it's took us in today's market, you will benefit the most from this, okay? I do want to put out a plug. If you've not subscribed to whatever channel, platform you're listening to this podcast on, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button as new content literally comes out from us here at Elite Realty Group on a daily basis. Let's jump into, because we've got a bunch of them, let's jump into these bold predictions for the 2026 real estate market. We are starting, ladies and gentlemen, with buyer predictions, okay? These are in no particular order of importance, but they're all important. Here is buyer prediction number 1, okay? Buyer prediction number 1. This one's already playing out. It's already playing out. Buyers will stop waiting on these interest rates, okay? I alluded to this just a little bit earlier. We've came from 2025. We saw the highest interest rates we've saw in a long, long time, okay? We plateaued, we peaked in the 8s. We've now came back down into the 6s. We've settled there for a while. Rates will continue as I go into this bold prediction. Rates are probably going to still fluctuate a little bit around the area that we are in right now, but people are accepting where we have landed from. We've came from the low 3s, high 2s. We've shot up to the 8s. We've landed in the 6s, high 5s. Buyers are now accepting that as the new normal, okay? So buyers are not going to be waiting on these rates to drop back down in the threes because they know anytime soon, if I've got to move up on real estate, I got to go now, okay? Because the other thing that we're seeing happen, rates are coming down, prices continue to rise. So they're seeing that trade-off there, and they're not waiting on rates to go down in the threes no more because they understand that's not coming anytime soon. They're not going to be waiting on those rates in 2026. Life events, people needing a home, needing a location, needing close to a job in a particular school district, those life events are going to drive decisions more than the interest rates are going to, okay? Because of a lot of things that's involved. People have what I'm going to call a monthly payment mindset more than the interest rate obsession now. We went to a point of time there when rates were high, and I get it. I understand it. I'm on the same team as you are. We were obsessed with the rates. Like, oh, Lord, 8%, 7.85. People were obsessed with that. They couldn't get over it. Okay, they could not get past it. Now that we're starting to see where the normalcy of the rates are probably going to fluctuate, the area they're going to be in a while, people are now looking at the monthly payment mindset more than what the rate is. They're saying if this payment at whatever rate that I get fits in my monthly payment mindset, I'm okay to move forward. Okay. Refinancing strategies. They're going to be viewed as something that I could potentially use in the future, not a deal breaker. Okay. Because a lot of people looked at it and said, you heard that quote. Everybody in the world used that quote. We may have even used it here, but date the rate, marry the house. Some people had that mindset and they were saying, well, we'll refinance. And that was a strategy they used because they knew the rate was higher. Those strategies are just going to be looked at now as in a normal market. People will always have in the back of their mind, if rates drop enough, we can refinance. That's the same thing people are going to do right now. Okay. The message that you got to look at if you're a buyer out there waiting for that perfect rate is probably going to mean you're going to pay a higher price for the house and more competition. If rates continue to go down, we've saw just this downturn in the rates. We've saw a lot of people jump back in. Here at Elite Realty Group, I told our agents this just the other day. We've been in business now for over 18 years. We've been in business, okay? If you take that, that's a long time. We literally just had in December of 2025, the fourth best month as far as closings go, the fourth best month in the history of our company. Okay, so a lot of people have already jumped back in because they understand I'm not going to be able to wait for the perfect rate, and house prices are continuing to go up. Okay, more people are coming in. As competition comes in, it usually drives prices even further up. We may get into that in just a few moments. Buying smart. Okay, buying smart if you're a buyer, it beats trying to time this market out. Okay, it's going to be a hard thing for you to do to try to time this market. So again, bold prediction number one, people are going to stop. Buyers are going to stop waiting on the interest rates. They understand we've landed. Okay, here's buyer prediction number two. Okay, and y'all, I just touched on this. It is happening. It is happening, especially here in the Lakeway area, Morristown, Tennessee, the East Tennessee real estate market. This bold prediction number two is already happening. Competition will return faster than most people expect for it to do. Okay. Buyers' competition will return faster than most people expect. Inventory, although it's higher than it's been in quite some time, inventory remains tight in many price points. That range that we see it in here in East Tennessee and the Morristown, Tennessee area, the high twos, low threes, that's where everybody is trying to get into, and inventory remains tight in those price point areas. There's also others, but because inventory's tight, more buyers are coming in. They're settling on the rates. They're understanding I've got a monthly payment mindset, not an interest rate mindset. it's making competition come in. Competition typically drives the prices high. Well-priced homes, those homes in that area, they're still attracting multiple offers. We've had some homes that we've had on the market for 3-4 months that honestly are in that price range, and there was nothing happening on them. Like, we couldn't understand it. The sellers couldn't understand it. Every price analysis we did for these people, like, we were spot on the price. It wasn't overpriced. They did what they needed to do, but there just wasn't nothing happening. It's because people were just kind of at a standstill, at a stall. We're seeing more activity on those houses, like between Christmas and New Year's, the new year coming in. Those houses that we hadn't got nothing on in 3 or 4 months suddenly had people calling going, hey, I want to see this house. I want to see this house. And we saw that activity really, really increase. It's now attracting, we're seeing in those areas some homes getting offers. Now we're competing again. It's back to the multiple offer situation. That competition's returning, okay? The people who hesitate, they're missing some opportunities on those. We told our sellers, okay, about pricing in 2025. Don't overprice the property. Don't do that. Some people listened, some people didn't. But buyers were kind of just waiting because most sellers had the mindset of, we're going to price it high. We don't care what you say. We're going to price it high, and we'll do price reductions. And you know what that did? That caused a lot of buyers to hesitate and saying, well, they're dropping this thing every week. They're cutting the price on this every week, and it made buyers a little bit hesitant to kind of wait the seller out. As a buyer in 2026, if you hesitate and thinking, well, maybe they'll reduce the price, you probably are going to miss some opportunities of maybe the house that was in the area, the location, the price range, the payment that you needed it to be. Okay, now, because competition is coming back, it's going to return faster than many people think. I want to add this in here, as I always do. The first step of buying a house, if you're a buyer, every year and in 2026, is getting pre-approved, okay? In 2026, because competition is returning faster than people think, home sellers are finally getting smart about how they price their houses. More competition is coming in. Interest rates have stabilized in the area that we're in. You being pre-approved, the readiness to move when you see what you need to see in a home is now more important than it's been in several years. Pre-approval and readiness will matter more than ever. Make sure you get it done. Being prepared is going to give you a competitive advantage, okay? The best homes are not going to wait for indecisiveness, indecision from you. Big point. Buyer prediction, bold prediction number 2, competition will return faster than most people expect. Let's go to number 3, 2 more for the buyers. This one is a bold prediction because of what happened in 2025. In 2025, we saw that year be the lowest year pretty much on record, since they've kept these numbers and done these surveys. It was the year that first-time buyers just said, we're out. There were a lot of things that played into that. Rates did, prices did. I understand it, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Don't take that the wrong way. But first-time buyers just said, some of them had to. Some of them just said, we ain't getting in right now. They kind of took a break, okay? Bold prediction 2026, first-time buyers are going to make up a larger scale of the market, okay? They're going to start coming back off the sidelines, coming back into the market, not at this historical rate, I don't think, but we are going to see that segment increase to a higher makeup of the market than we saw in 2025. Those first-time buyers are coming back onto the market. The rent fatigue, we talk about that here a lot. Rent fatigue is going to push people toward home ownership. Again, I know of several, for instances and examples that I can give you, that people have got pre-approved within the last month. They've got rent fatigue. Like, they're tired of it. They don't want it no more. They don't want to do it. They want to they want to become a homeowner. This is going to be their first home. That's going to be pushing people toward home ownership, because quite honestly, the last couple of years of the real estate market, with pricing and rates being the way that they were, it forced first-time buyers specifically to be a renter longer than they had planned to be. So that rent fatigue is going to push people toward home ownership, okay? The financing, the creative financing, those assistance programs are continuing to get better and work into the financial part for a first-time buyer. That's going to bring them off the sidelines, okay? We are seeing specifically in our area smaller homes, okay, in terms of size and entry-level price points. Those homes are coming back onto the market. We went for a long period of time, to be honest with you. We went for a long period of time where there wasn't just really any inventory for a first-time buyer to even select from anyways. We're seeing that inventory begin to grow, and it's growing rapidly. So that in itself is helping the first-time home buyers, okay? Buyers are prioritizing being a homeowner. I'm a homeowner, they're prioritizing that over the perfect house. Okay, they just want to be a homeowner. They understand probably going to be some things they got to do, probably be a few upgrades they want to put into this property. They're understanding that, and they're prioritizing that ownership over perfection. Okay, just remember, if you're a first-time buyer, there's a really good chance. Okay, there's a high chance that this first home is not going to be, nor does it have to be, your forever home. That's bringing those people back into the market, okay? Equity and building it is mattering to people more than square footage, okay? Just building my financial portfolio in the form of being a homeowner and real estate. People are starting to do that. Bold prediction number 4, and the last one for our buyers today, okay? Bold prediction number 4. We've had some good ones here so far, but bold prediction number 4, buyers are going to value location and lifestyle. Kind of what I just said to you just a minute ago. They're going to value location and lifestyle over the size, okay? Commute, how far am I from my job, community, homes, schools, all of that outweighs how big of a house I can buy. A lot of people used to look at this, and I've said it in a lot of trainings that I've done, that a lot of people, when they buy a house, more than size and location, more than price and location, they would just look at, I want to buy the biggest house I can get for my money. I don't care where it's at. I don't care nothing else. I just want the biggest house. I want the biggest house I can get. We're seeing location and lifestyle be a lot more important to people over the size. Okay, we're seeing that. We will see it in 2026. Buyers is going to choose shorter drives. They're going to choose better school zones. They're going to choose the lifestyle, the friendly areas that they want to be in. Okay, fitting into their budget, the right location, smaller house, that's going to become the winning strategy, okay? They're understanding, I don't always want to be the biggest house in the neighborhood, okay? Because sometimes that could be a bad thing. Buyers are going to start seeing that. Lifestyle fit is going to beat over buying every time. And the prices of the homes, the interest rate, it's kind of forcing that to happen, okay? Lifestyle fit. I'm building equity for myself. It's in the right location. It fits in my monthly payment range that I need for it to fit in. That's what people are going to start looking for. Again, what are we talking about to you today on the Elite Realty Group podcast? It's bold predictions for 2026. These ain't as bold as what you would say we're telling you the sky's falling or it's going to just be crazy, wild west real estate market. It's just literally some predictions of some things that we're pretty darn sure are going to happen. We've been through 4 for buyers. Now let's jump over and go to the seller side, okay? 4 bold projections, I can't talk today, for sellers, okay? Here's number 1, okay? And if you're a seller, please hear this projection, okay? This prediction of sellers will no longer be able to test the market. We've seen that be the thing the last 2 years, okay? I'm just testing the market. And how am I testing the market? I'm putting my house at a high price, a price that I know too high. I know is too high. The realtor knows it's too high. The buyers know it's too high. My mama knows it's too high. Everybody knows it's too high. But we're going to test the market because it only takes one person, Mike, to buy my house and say, I'll pay that price. The sellers have quickly realized the testing the market is not the way to go if you got to sell your house. And in 2026, sellers are no longer going to be able to do that because a lot of sellers are wising up and they're saying, look, we understand if we got to sell, we got to price it right. So if you're that seller that's going to test the market, overpricing is going to punish you quickly. It's going to punish you quickly in the form of your house is going to sit there. There ain't nobody going to come and look at it. It's not going to sell. You can't test the market in 2026 if you want to sell. Buyers have understood and they're more educated now in terms of people being able to realistically, with the rising popularity of AI and realtors giving information out, buyers are quickly able to realize that this house is too high, okay? This home is too high. And price reductions, you may be thinking, I can reduce the price, okay? Price reductions carry a stigma to them. We've told you this before here on this podcast, but a lot of times people watch a house and watch the price reduce, and you know what a buyer thinks about that? There's something wrong with this house. What's wrong with it? We ain't even going to go look at it because they've reduced it 20 times and $20,000 in price reductions. It carries the stigma that something's wrong. So instead of testing the market, okay, the prediction is you can't do that no more. Correct pricing up front is a must. It's going to matter. It's going to matter. If you have to sell your house, price it right to start with, okay? The market's fair. The market's fair, but it's not forgiving of overpricing your house by thousands of dollars. Listen to me, home sellers. Strategy beats hope every time. Well, I hope it'll sell, Mike. Be strategic. Be strategic. It beats hope every time, okay? Prediction number 2. Bold prediction for the 2026 real estate market. Number 2 for a seller, okay? Presentation of your home, it's now non-negotiable, okay? It's now non-negotiable, okay? Because inventory is growing and you have competition, okay? You have competition. Buyers are going to be looking for clean, staged, move-in ready homes, good photography, video done on the homes. That's what's going to matter. Homes that look outdated, neglected, they're going to sit longer because you've got competition, okay? If you're in the $300,000 price range, yours doesn't tick the boxes of clean stage, good pictures, good video, ready to go. I can move in this home and start living my life. Homes that are outdated and neglected, they're going to sit longer, okay? Minor improvements. When I'm saying minor, I'm talking about not redoing a kitchen, not doing anything major overhaul of a bathroom, anything like that. I'm talking about maybe sprucing up the paint, having the floors, especially if you've got carpet, professionally cleaned. Make sure you got well-lit areas. Open the windows, open the blinds when people come and see. All of those things, those minor improvements are going to bring you major returns, okay? Being strategic. Being strategics. You don't have to renovate everything, okay? But you can't ignore condition, especially if you're ignoring price. You can't do it, okay? That's bold prediction number 2 for our home sellers. We've got 2 more to go for home sellers. Again, today, we're talking about 2026 bold predictions for the real estate market, specifically here for the Morristown, Tennessee, Lakeway area, East Tennessee region. We've been through buyers. We've been through 2 of the 4 of the sellers. Here's number 3, okay? Homes, if you're out there and you're a seller in 2026, homes that are in move-in ready condition, move-in ready condition, they're going to get the premium, okay? They're going to get the premium. Buyers want convenience over certainty. They want it every time, okay? Fixer-uppers are going to sell. They're going to sell. The fixer-upper home, a lot of people looking for that right now, okay? They're going to sell, but if people look at it and say, I got to do all this work to it, they're also going to go back to the days of a fixer-upper equals a deeper discount. It's just what's going to happen, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what's going to happen here. Fixer-uppers are going to sell, but deeper discounts. Buyers want that convenience, man, of just moving in. I don't have to do nothing to this house. I can move in and start enjoying it day one. I don't have to do nothing. I can do something later down the road if I want to, but it's a want to, not a have to, okay? Turnkey homes are going to sell faster. They're going to attract more and better buyers. They're going to get a better offer up front because people know this is what I want. It's ready. It's perfect. It's going to happen quickly. Less negotiations going to go down, okay? Convenience, y'all, sells. And buyers are paying for it, okay? Buyers are paying for it. That's number 3. Here's number 4, okay? Last one, okay? And as a seller, do this, okay? Do this. Prediction number 4 is sellers are going to expect data. We live in a data-driven society. Sellers will expect data, not opinions, okay? If you're a seller out there and you're going to sell your house in 2026, demand from the agent you're talking to a clear pricing logic. Give me the logic behind the price and show me the data that proves out your point. I want to know about trends in my price point. I want to know about absorption rate. What's my competition? How long's the market saying it takes me to sell? I want to see the homes that are selling quickly versus homes that are getting multiple price reductions. And what's the difference between the days on the market between the two? Because I want the data. I want to know it. If you're a seller, demand it. We're in the time where a realtor should be able to provide you the data. It's not my opinion as a real estate broker on what I think you should do. I'll give you my opinion, but I should back it up with data, okay? I should back it up with data. Bold prediction number 4 for the 2026 real estate market, sellers require it. Require the data, okay? Require the data. Listen to me. Listen to me. Facts beat feelings every day in 2026. Give me the data. All right. Give me the data. Let's go for a few more. Okay. Let's go for a few more just market wide. This is going to deal with everybody, buyers, sellers, agents, all those kind of things. Prediction is going to be the market will reward prepared people. Okay. Buyers with financing are going to win. Sellers with a plan are going to outperform. Last minute decisions going to cost you time and money. Preparation will replace luck in 2026. Get prepared. It will reward prepared people. Real estate is going to feel local again. National headlines, they matter less and less every single day. It's what's happening in your local conditions. Neighborhood level knowledge is critical. Not what's going on in East Tennessee, what's going on in my neck of the woods, my neighborhood, okay? Make sure you know that real estate is local, okay? It's local. It's always been local. It will feel local again. Let's go to a few agent predictions, just 1 or 2, and I'm done with you today, okay? If you're a realtor out there, you need to hear this. If you're a realtor out there, you need to hear this today, okay? Agent predictions, bold predictions for 2026. If you're a real estate agent, agents who educate will outperform agents who just try to go sell. That's bold prediction. Agents who educate will outperform agents who just try to go sell, okay? Consumers want clarity, okay? Not pressure. They want clarity, not pressure. Agents who explain options will win trust. You need to be trusted. Education is going to replace hard sales tactics. How do you do that? How, as a realtor out there, do you educate? How can I outperform the hard seller by being the educated agent? Use your social media, use your influence, use your circle, use your database, use your voice. You can no longer be afraid in 2026 as a real estate agent to put yourself out there and tell the people what you know. You're a professional, go be a professional, okay? Don't be a have to, part-time, I don't know what I'm doing person. Study, put the work in, educate the people. You will have a good 2026. People look for education, and they look for people who they know, they like, and they can trust. Use your social media and have it work for you. That leads me to my second prediction for agents. Visibility is going to matter. Visibility is going to matter. Buyers and sellers are going to choose familiar faces. Okay? You don't have to be the mayor of your town for everybody to know you, but you need to be the mayor of your social media so everybody knows you. We're no longer in a social media platform, ladies and gentlemen. We're in an interest media. That's how the algorithms on everything work. It's interest. If people are interested in real estate, the likelihood of them seeing you show up is high. Buyers and sellers are going to choose familiar faces. Be the person educating. Consistent presence. Consistent. Don't just have these goals for the first week of January and then go away. Don't go tell everybody how good you are the first week of the year and then go away. Don't go say, look at me, look at me, look at me, and then go away. Be consistent. Build a consistent presence. It builds credibility. Okay? It does it. Trust. Know, like, and trust. That's what people want. Trust will be built before the first conversation ever happens. If people don't think they can trust you, you will never get the conversation. Okay? Know, like, and trust. It'll be built on the marketing that you do before you ever get a conversation. Okay? If your agents go rock 2026, educate, build confidence, build consistently, build credibility, build it in your real estate business, and 2026 can be a great year for you to be in the profession of being a realtor that you have chose to be. You're a pro, go be one. Let's wrap it up. 2026 ain't about fear, y'all. For none of the parties involved, it isn't about fear, it's about understanding. Hopefully, I've gave you some predictions today that help you understand no matter where you fit in the market. Buyers and sellers who act with clarity, you're going to win. Okay? Don't just wing it. Don't go into 2026 without a plan. That's a big risk. Don't do it. My question to everyone, buyers, sellers, investors, and agents, are you preparing to win in the 2026 real estate market, or are you hoping to win? There's a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, go prepare to win. If you're a buyer, go win that home that you want. Go win that equity for yourself. If you're a seller, go win in getting your house sold fast for top dollar with the least amount of hassle. Go win. If you're a realtor, go win 2026. Go be the best version of yourself that you can be. Go win. Are you preparing or are you hoping? Go prepare. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need any help in this real estate market in 2026, buyer, seller, agent, if you need any help, that's what we are here for at Elite Realty Group, is to help you in whatever, to serve you in whatever capacity we can serve you in. It may be a conversation, it may be a listing, it may be helping you find your home, it may just be giving you some advice on what to do or what not to do. If we can help you, that's what we are here to do. Reach out to us at Elite Realty Group. You can message us on the platforms that you're on. You can call us at our office, 423-307-8566. Shout us out some way. We're here to serve you. And in whatever way we can do that in 2026, that's what we're here to do. I hope this podcast has been very informational for you guys, looking at the bold predictions for the 2026 real estate market. As always, if you're buying, selling, investing, you're a realtor looking to take your business to the next level, reach out to us at Elite Realty Group. We're always here to serve you. You guys have a great day. I hope your week is fabulous. Go be safe. Go be blessed. We will see you on the next episode of the Elite Realty Group podcast. See you guys later.